Antagonists proceeds. Go ahead. Wabi, Keth, and Seneb.
You were trapped, brother, snared. Please, we did as we were told. We thought you were dead.
The creatures that carried me here from the Vale of Merdelaine?
Good master, we were poor slaves, shackled and bound to our white lady's will. We crept across the world, tracked the scent of your blade, watched from the shadows in your keep through the war, and in the umbral dark of the Merdelaine, our eyes were never far.
That. They told us to wait, to bide our time. We are sorry, good master. The rocks smashed your bones. We saved you from death. Had we not borne you away to land in a red twin, you would have ended like your comrades. His minions, more like. They followed him blindly to their deaths, like shadow-willing slaves. I do not pity them. I did not. Oh, well, the game doesn't really remember anyway. By now they must be. No, only 2 were dead, perhaps 3. The dwarf was alive, don't you remember, my brothers? He chased us and cursed us, but we were 3 and he was 1. I distracted the dwarf. While your body was unguarded, my brother swooped down and bore you away. So Helgar lives. I don't know if he'll be a monk, though. I kinda doubt it. We don't really get to use him anyway. Any others? A fearsome one. He followed us into the Shadow Realm and tried to pursue. Ah. Caught by the Red Lady, don't forget her strength, my brothers. Our pursuer is not dead, then his face has surely changed. You guys should know who that was. He was our enemy for a while. What was his name? Oh, the Warlock. The dead. One in robes, a shaper of arcane magic with echoes of power draining from the corpse. Smashed beyond recognition, a smear of blood and bone and tattered rags. That would be Quora. He was good master. The other 2 guys we could not see if they were slain by the falling rock or royal hand in the sanctum of shadow. So, absent or others, one alive or dead, hath those piled stones, or eyes sought only you. As far as I know, both Bishop and... what was the paladin's name? I don't remember. Brain's not firing on all cylinders today. But both of them died. All the romantic interests died, basically. To leave it open for stuff in this game. Which is understandable. I had to reply to somebody. And you brought me here, what happened then? Then I took the silver blade from your hand and the silver shard from your chest, and she told us to bring you to the bottle to lay you in that chamber. Dare not tarry in the cavern, nerds, good master. We feared what laid within, feared it more than our white lady and red twin together. An ancient empty hungering. We did not know what it was. It reached out for us, but it did not want us, it wanted you. These must have known that we would be untouched. They chose their couriers well. Our nature was well known to them, wasn't it, brothers? You look like gargoyles to me. Not always such, good master. Your lady in good faith long ago. In those days we wore red robes too. Faces we had, and freedom too. She took to save our lives, to keep us from the horrors sent to hunt us down. Or construct life anew, and new faces for servitude. Why were you being hunted? Crime of choosing the wrong teacher for choosing the wrong side in a war we never realized was being fought. Sucks. Never realized, good master, not until the war had already been lost. So, brother, our tale is not for trade. Besides, this one is to know of our mistress's plans for him. We never privy to their schemes. Those schemes took root, don't we, brothers? We know who planted the seeds in their minds. He will tell you, if you will leave us in peace. Done. I promise I won't harm you. There's 9 hags in the slumbering coven. Lena visited them together with her red twin. They heard the hags' counsel and returned with plans. It's the coven, their lair to the east, along the shores of Lake Mulsamere, in the depths of a city half submerged beneath the waters. hags will be important in this story. We haven't seen hags since Infinite Dungeons, I think. Really, there should not have been that many of them, but, you know, whatever. Exactly did the Coven tell your mistresses? We don't know. Now let us go. You swore. Sentry as her slaves, Xena owes us. I want to tear her things and break her shiny masks. Give us Xena's corpse. Let us ransom her body to her red twin. Diplomacy. South brothers, we have worn these fearsome masks for too long, and the masks are becoming truth. We will leave as promised. And they leave. And that's fine with me. You have gained experience for convincing the shadow gargoyles to leave peacefully. Diplomacy's pretty good, but then I've got a lot of charisma. So, that's done. There are other doors. This room will be important. It was Wake up! Where are these doors lead? The first door, visitors. Second door, containment. Third door, disposal. Fourth door, outgoing. It's no place. Separate. Is there anything inside? Sort its nature. Clanking, squeaking, sounds of metal on metal. Voiceless. Open the third door. Incineration. All objects in the doorway. That door is a conduit to fire. It's a link to the elemental plane of fire. It's a rather impressive act of magical prowess to open and maintain such a link. Sometimes, since the third door is open, the stability of the conduit is uncertain. Where does the fourth door lead? It's malleable. It leads to many places, but only those places which it knows. I'd like to open containment. And a defective golem! And down he goes any second now. Who gets the kill? Aku killed. And he should drop some shiny stuff. Shocking Golem's arms. Those will be important later. If you hadn't guessed, we'll be finding a golem eventually. Oh hey, Wisdom of Imith Yabog. I didn't notice that. You. Lore, not important though. We will get a golem eventually. Let's leave them alone for now. We don't need to open a passage to the plane of fire, and I don't think we can use the outgoing door to head anywhere in particular until we know where we want to go. I think. We can give it a shot. Hey you, wake up. I'd like to open the fourth door. We can take a shortcut to Oku's lair. We don't need to do that, though. We have no business there. Return! Actually, I should have tried to go out the front door, but, you know, whatever. It's not important. I'm gonna rest. Oh, hey! Experience. I didn't see you level up.
I shall lead.
Level up. Recommended. Concentration, spellcraft, and lore. You're not too bad at lore either. What would be recommended for you? Toughness? Not important. What are your stats? You got more dexterity than strength. Weapon finesse might be good. Tower shield proficiency might be good. Extra turning, improved. Huh. plus your charisma bonus. Plus 4, 1d8 plus 4. It's not bad. As charisma's bonus has armor claps. Lots of ways to use turn undead as things other than turning undead. I'd like to just improve turning. Let's empower and improve that turning. That's important.
What?
We're dealing with Shadow in this game, and Shadow has a lot of, well, undead, basically. Are you encumbered?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Are you encumbered? Yes. Alright, now you're better. Let's go, guys. It's night, and we gotta go into the shadows. I think Night Shield just wore off. Oh, I want to use... I need these feats. Suppress. I want to suppress my hunger. Can only do that once a day. Does not work as well as just chowing down. We're in for a tough time managing this. And it is a lot easier to just pig out, but it's not good for yourself. Who is Kuara? Here, please speak to me. I have a little time here, but my tribe can help you learn more about your gift. My gift. Gift. The power that you possess as a spirit eater. Beings who possess the gift are revered among the hill tribe. It's a curse, actually. That's what the witches would have you believe. They seek to control you like they have done with the other spirit eaters in the past, by either manipulating them or hunting them. What do you know about the witches? Long of the witches that ruled Nilsentir hunted the hill tribe. They caught me. If they caught me here, I would share the fate of my parents and so many others. Why would you risk death? Sent by my grandsire, Headman Ujuk. He wishes to share with the knowledge of your gift. Knowledge of the witches of Nilsentir do not wish you to possess. Where? Okay, we need to go talk to the hill tribe. So many things to do, but for now, we're going here.
Into the portal!
We may indeed be chowing down soon. Because there's a very evil man in the Shadow World. And he's overseeing a furnace full of evil people. And a weird child called the Mini. And that is who would join us if we had killed Oku and we decided to use his husk there. The Mini are, well, I find it kind of shallow, just evil, generic, faceless, evil sort of thing. But like I said, I haven't beat this act, so I don't know if it deepens any, but I didn't find a lot of interaction with it, like with Oku. They're always hungry, they always want to eat. Eat everything, om nom nom. How inviting. Let's just do this. We'll have to fight things on the way in because stuff respawns in here. Mostly the mummies, the big high priest people. We need to get to there, so we're going to have to hang a right. I think my shadow shield was worn off.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there we go. No. Looks like it's still empty in here. There's usually another mummy in there. Yeah, clear shot then. Hello, I'm here to see you. Probe the furnace. Great many spirits within the furnace. Murderers, rapists, petty thieves, and even some innocents. All cremated in the furnace and cursed to remain bound to it. Feel your power you possess. What are you? I'm the victim of a terrible curse. Spirit Eater. Vague recollection. When I was still living, I was Mercury's high priest. The god always mistrusted me because of my predecessor, Achachi. He betrayed Mercury. He was punished. I was chosen to replace him as high priest because I was the most removed from his association. Punishing only that Mercury was proud of it, which means it must have been grave indeed. Who was cremated here? Besides myself, all of the criminals of our faith that we kept on the lower level were cremated here after they died in their cells. Only the spirits of criminals were contained in the furnace? Most criminals, but occasionally an innocent would be. I cannot bear to think of it further. The child is one such innocent. How do you know the child is innocent? Because he told me so, and I believe him. He was wrongly accused of mutilating his family and then burning down the temple of Mercule. No child is capable of such an act. Children do not have the capacity for evil. You must have not had any children of your own. Other questions. This child spirit you're speaking to. Child is one of the dominant spirits that haunt this furnace with me. When I still live, the child appeared to me often as the one who speaks for the many. Now I am the one. What is the one, the many? Many are thousands of souls of those cremated in Mercule's furnace. One of them is the dominant spirit that speaks for the many. Why were you cremated? Soon after my god Mercule was slain by Mistra followers, the Cyric. Followers of Cyric assaulted this vault. We barely were able to seal the lower levels before they burst through the entrance. Cyric's raiders slew everyone but me. I was tortured for days so that they might learn to open the gate to the lower vault and plunder Mercule's most precious treasures. I did not relent, so eventually they cast me into the furnace to suffer the same fate as the many I'd sentenced here. You must have suffered greatly. I'm sorry. I have suffered. The memories that are left to me, only the most powerful remain clear, but I'd like to think I was not in vain. Were it not for my actions and my rather painful sacrifice, Cyric's followers would have gotten through the gate to the lower level and completely desecrated Mercule's vault. Your sacrifice was not in vain. The lower level remains sealed. It's good to hear. I have endured such torment, both prior to death and after. If I never be released from the furnace, I can endure it easier knowing that my sacrifice meant something. Spirit Torment Spirit has somewhat diminished your hunger and desire to devour him. It occurs to him that it may be within your power to grant rest to his soul rather than consuming him. Priest, I can release you from your suffering and grant you rest if you desire it. Eternal rest seems an impossible dream from the darned servant of a dead god. But if it is within your power, then I beg you, grant me rest. Lost soul, be at peace. Thank you. In reaction to what you've done, the priest's several ghosts materialize around you. Release me! I suffer too! Grant me rest! Grant me rest! Child, come now. The many flocks of the flesh receptacle exercise the priest. I am here, and I see. Must slay it now before it disperses the many. But before we meet the same fate as the priest. Wait, I will parley with it. The spirits here cry out for release. You have great power, and therefore command the respect of the many. We can help each other. You wish passage to the gate to the lower level of the vault, and we crave to be free of this furnace we are bound to. Why can I see you, but the others cannot? You are compatible with the many, so you could see me even when we haven't manifested. So, that. The key to the lower vault is within this furnace, hidden by the priest long ago. However, it cannot be retrieved until the spirits that haunt it are freed. Exorcise the entire furnace. Whoosh. Get out. Done that, you've destroyed the weaker spirits, but the stronger ones remain, and we will rebuild the many, starting with you. Also, I leveled up. The many do not like it when you get rid of them. I wanted to... Let me see this. At level 4, I get +4 strength. I'd like to get that.